A hottie with a body in the building, none other than the P, the man, the myth, the legend. That is Papa. What's up, man?
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush.
I want to. You're gorgeous. I can't. People get to see what you look like. It's embarrassing. It's beautiful. It makes me uncomfortable. I love it, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yo, fun fact, my face makes hillbillies blind, so I'm not allowed in Tennessee.
It definitely made me blind. Did you put on a backwards hat just to be all things to all people and be on this show?
You know, I just wanted to emulate you, because you're my mentor and all.
I'm your mentor. God, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, my bar is pretty low.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of mentor, I don't know if you've seen this clip, but it is beautiful and brave. Have you ever done this?
I think I just told you to hop from the fork again, though. It's going to have the same problem. It'll work. Watch your head. It's going to hit his head. Watch your head. No, no.
That's last summer.
You did that last summer. God, there have been so many times in my life where I've almost done that. It's ridiculous. Like trying to.
Yeah, just it's like you always have that in your mindset. Like, I can outrun the garage door. I know I can. That's always in the back of your mind, and just I not sure if it's ever happened to me, but I have had those moments where you're just running into something. You go that moment when time slows down for just a second. You go, oh my God, what have I done?
Joshua says he did it yesterday. Dude, get some ice on that thing. Oh, look. Willie says, hello, Papa. You look beautiful.
Oh, shucks. I know.
I know. God, what is it like to be...
Establish this.
How is it on this side of the screen?
It feels right, Derek.
It does? Okay. I go by Baby Genius now. Please,
Oh, geez, I'm so... What are your pronouns?
Infant, toddler.
Infant, toddler. Okay, toddler. Toddler, okay.
I forgot. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I should start every show with my pronouns. I didn't even think about that. I really appreciate you saying that.
No problem. I'm just doing... You don't need to thank me. I'm just doing God's work.
Yes, you are. Speaking of God's work, I don't know if you saw this story being passed around. Okay, look at this stupid story. Okay. Israel made AI exposes international fake Viagra network. In addition to fake erectile dysfunction pills, the international network was producing fake ADHD medication and ecstasy. But the Viagra I'm more concerned about, as somebody who also uses international Viagra, I actually think it's not a bad thing. Oh, I'm just mixing with this stuff. Have you ever dipped into the blue pills?
Well, you see, I had a joke lined up.
Yeah, and then what happened?
It just kind of got lost. I was like, it's like in the back of my mind, I'm just going. So the AI figured this out. The AI actually figured out that it was the what do you call it? That the Viagra was fake.
Yes. It says right here. It says, ever see a firm that combats cyber fraud trace a trail of over 1,000 websites selling machines used to stamp the dose onto fake pills on the black market in China. In addition to the fake erectile dysfunction pills, the network was producing fake ADHD medication and ecstasy. Bad actors using sophisticated methods to disguise themselves as conduct illicit activity online. And it is our job to expose this aloud, blah, 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 blah. A drug stamping machine costs from $9,000 to $17,000. So contact your grandpa immediately and let him know about what's happening.
Hey, did you buy your fake Viagra pills from China again?
Yeah, exactly. I've never actually. Have you ever had to use one?
Define use one.
Like ingest one to prepare yourself for a night off, like my man right here.
case, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, really? I've never actually used a Viagra pill, so I don't really know too much. I'm down. I've heard good things.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, it's like it's not like I wouldn't know because let's just say screw it. Women ignore me. Let's just go there and call it done.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Not anymore. You're on the fastest growing show on YouTube. Blue Chill is legit. It's like a chewy sweet tart that gives you and my Russian brother Maka? Is that like matcha powder? What's Maca? Maca and zinc works better anyways?
What can't zinc do?
I don't know. I take it every night before I go to bed.
You know?
Yeah.
Like zinc is like the ivermectin of minerals. It does everything.
Don't use that racist terminology in my show. I'll never invite you back again.
Extremist. What do you expect, Derek?
I know. Friggin'.
Just a second. I better open up a private reserve Zima here.
Uh-oh. Yes, we're...
Yours. I got to dip into my stash.
Oh my God! I was literally hoping that was Zima for a second. I saw the clear can, and it got me so pumped up. I didn't know what to do with myself.
It identifies as Zima. That's all that matters.
Same. Are you? Oh, whoa, paired. I've never seen this. What's paired mean? I don't use this studio very often, so it's not. I usually just use OBS. So when I'm seeing stuff like paired, I didn't know what that meant. Papa wanted to talk about this. Or what do you want me to call you? Arson?
Yeah, Arston, Papa, Papa the unclean, Arston Burlap.
Okay, cool. I tagged you as much as I could. I'll go back and tag you. Yeah, I'll go back and tag you for the videos. BuzzFeed News is shutting down. The era-defining media outlet is closing down a once-famed news arm, CEO Josh Brummer said. BuzzFeed News is shutting down a once iconic media brand that always did our top 10 of which Harry Potter character would you be? Announced on a company-wide memo on Thursday, we are reducing our workforce by approximately 15% today across our business, content, tech, and admin teams. In the beginning of the process, closed the BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed biting the dust. Have you actually opened a BuzzFeed article before and read it in seriousness?
Seriousness? No.
Have you?
But at the same time, I'm at a loss for words because I have absolutely no idea how I'm supposed to get my top 10 movies with like strong female protagonist list now. I mean, where am I supposed to get that? Like, BuzzFeed was my fix. Now that it's gone, I feel like there's a void that won't be filled no matter how much Zima I put down it.
And that's depressing. I think that BuzzFeed itself will still be okay. It's their news segment. It's like the Rolling Stone news segment that nobody takes seriously.
Oh, BuzzFeed does news?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that is why it's going down. Nobody knows about BuzzFeed News.
Well, I mean, okay, it would actually make more sense to just, if they actually just put it in quotes. BuzzFeed News. I mean,
exactly.
Just because you get a gender studies major to just type up an angry essay about why pancakes are racist doesn't make it newsworthy.
Exactly. Have you ever opened up? So like this is BuzzFeed News, and this is what obviously why it's going down. Why Barbie's best friend Midge was once removed from shelves. Wait, how is this news? Help, the world is on fire. I feel like my life's over at 24. God, that is the most depressing thing I've ever read. God, no wonder it's going down. I don't want to read that shit.
People got to get to 26 before they realize that.
I know. The news you need to read this morning. I mean, they actually have real stuff. I'm sure it's as woke as can be. But it's good to see that these people are going down. I just saw that ESPN is also cutting like half their workforce. Do you watch ESPN? I don't mean.
No, no, my gym plays ESPN incessantly, and like pretty much you can smell the identity politics just permeating from the screen at ESPN. I'm not a big sports guy. I'm not a big sports guy, but like sometimes I just want to yell at the screen. It's like, hey, just tell me that the Lions are losing without bringing racism into it.
Oh, no wonder you're not a sports guy. Oh yeah, you're Detour. I always forget, Michigan man. Actually, I didn't forget. I added a clip from your governor today. Did you see fake news? Sun publishing an Emerald Mine interview with Elon's dad? No. God, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. No, I heard something about like Elon Musk like using slave labor to like mine emeralds in South Africa or something. It was something like that.
Really?
I feel, sorry, go ahead.
Tell me. No, you tell me.
No, I feel like, if that was true, like it would be like the biggest thing to happen to CNN since a black kid got shot by a white guy. Like that would just be plastered all over CNN. Yeah, I said it.
You mean like that 84-year-old that shot that black kid?
Yeah, exactly. It's national news. I mean, I think this weekend alone, like 5 people were shot in Detroit. Like in Greektown, which is a nicer part of the city, like 5 people got shot. But
Jeez.
we're focusing more on this one incident because the guy who had the gun was white. So naturally, I'm a white supremacist. So
well, everyone knows that. I definitely know you are. But you mean the 84-year-old who's been a closeted racist his whole life has waited to his 84th birthday to finally pull the trigger? No pun intended.
It took him 84 years to work up the courage to do it.
Yeah, what the frick?
You have to admire this dude. It's like for 84 years, he stood at his door with gun in hand, just praying for the courage to be able to shoot the person that was on the opposite end of that door.
God.
84 years, a long time to wait.
It truly is. I don't know if I want to. 84 years. That story is like one of the most perplexing stories. I just wrong place at the wrong time. And the minute I found out like about that story, I was like, I don't trust anything of what we're about to read about this story, because the minute actors start like giving money to a GoFundMe to pay for medical bills, I'm like, I doubt any of this crap right now.
Hey, Funky.
His life work culminated for that moment. Heard the door, grabbed the gun, and said, "It's time." Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Funky here. He's like one of the coolest SOBs on the face of the planet. No joke.
Oh, how do you know Funk?
Oh no, he's the reason I'm on YouTube now.
Oh,
no joke. If it wasn't for him, Arston would not have existed with his 25 subscribers. So, no joke. Funky here is like one of the coolest SOBs to ever walk God's green earth. And
cool. Yeah, I just saw him in my comments section just recently. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's Funky here. Keep it funky, fresh. Also, breaking news, though, that you should know about. The most trusted source of any information. The FDA wants better regulation of what the government considers misinformation. Nobody gives information better than FDA. Make sure to eat your Captain Crunch cereal, as it is higher in the food pyramid than a steak. After months of regulation of the government working behind the scenes with online platforms to suppress disfavored speech, it's fair to assume that the federal officials know what he's saying when he calls increased efforts to rid out what he describes as misinformation. You know what? Eat that Lucky Charms. That's better for you. The officials. Do you trust Do you trust the FDA?
I mean, the fact that they're bringing up disinformation and misinformation, God, that's so 2022. That is
Yeah, exactly.
That's retro, man.
Exactly.
God, we're bringing that back. Of all the useless crap we could have brought back. I mean, we could have brought back 8-track tapes, but we decided to bring back misinformation.
Yeah. God. Well, it's important, okay?
It's true. It's so
Yeah.
important that Nina Jankowicz had to sing about it.
What? Is that really a song about misinformation that I just don't know?
No, you never heard, remember, like, last year, the Disinformation Governance Board?
Oh, right. Yeah, Nina Jankowicz. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that. That was the worst. Oh, my God.
Man.
There's nothing better than seeing the FDA worried about misinformation.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, make sure to eat the Monsanto's heavy corn diet.
I mean, they're the ones who determine how many rat droppings can actually be in a pint of peanut butter. I mean, if they are obviously like the pinnacle when it comes to misinformation. They're counting rat turds. They know what they're talking about.
Right. Wait, what is the number that you're allowed to have in like a candy bar of rat turds?
Oh God, no! It's actually like. It seems like a reasonable amount, but the fact that amount exists is concerning.
Yeah. 4 servings of corn. Wait, what? 4 servings of cornbread a day. Amen.
Man.
Bump that up to 5. Okay? The
like
FDA ones.
Sue me. Wait, actually, hold up. I can't say that. That's cultural appropriation.
Thank you. Yeah. Wait, what's cultural appropriating about cornbread? Because it's Southern?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, you freaking Yankee.
Southern food.
You freaking Yankee. Stick to your baked dishes and your.
It's nothing but Polish food up here.
Yeah. Your.
See some punchkis. That's all we get, like all year round.
Wait, what did you say? Pushkis? What the?
Punchkis.
What's that?
It's like a jelly donut, except like 5 times the calories and twice as fat for you.
Mm.
Yeah, you're allowed to eat it before the Tuesday before Lent. Like that's a huge thing here. Punchki Day, Fat Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a jelly donut, you bread it, then you deep fry it twice.
Ugh. Yum.
Yeah, you eat that. That's like your entire caloric intake for the day.
Polish people are known for healthy diets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My stepfather is actually Polish, and he's always been a big man. He's always been I think his father died when he was young from a heart attack, and like one of his brothers is about 800 pounds. It's all it's just, you know how it is. Oh yeah. All right. To switch subjects a little bit. 0 Democrats vote for the House bill to protect women's sports. The House of Representatives passed legislation today to protect women's sports leagues from banning male athletes who identify as females from competing. The House of Representatives passed legislation on Thursday to protect women's sports leagues and banning male athletes who identify as females. The Protection of Women's and Girls Sports Act of 2023 amend Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972 that the recipients of federal financial assistance which operate sports leagues cannot permit a person whose sex is male to participate in an athletic program or activity that is designed for women or girls. The legislation passed with 219 affirmation votes. All came from Republicans, with 203 negative votes for Democrats. So, outing themselves as not supporting females in sports. What are your thoughts?
I'm confused. Is this bill sexist or is it transphobic?
Transphobic, obviously.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm enraged. I would have been incensed if it was sexism, but I'm enraged because it's transphobiisms.
Yeah, exactly. Sad this law even exists. 100%. Like, seriously. Why do we even have to have this freaking discussion?
I mean, that question every freaking day, man. Like, no, this is common sense. Like, even, like, it's like wearing 2 masks. It's just common sense. Girls sports and girls sports, boys sports and boys sports. We all agreed on this like 20 years ago.
Well, 20 years ago we didn't have LGBTQA plus people. So
that is true. That slavery existed 20 years ago. I should know. I invented it.
I knew it. I think it's insane that we even have to have this discussion.
Yeah.
And I like that I remember like even like 10 years ago, Vice News was doing whole segments about how there's no difference between like a female that's a male that's transitioning to a female. There's no difference in like hormone because he's taking, estrogen and stuff like that. The amount of idiocy and illogical things people believe is ridiculous. It's insane. It's freaking insane.
Yeah. No, and everyone is so freaking sensitive to it. Like, just take Dylan Mulvaney. If you call Dylan Mulvaney a him, which I constantly do, people will look at you as if you told them you just shot their dog. Like, I'm not kidding. It's like, so I make it a point. Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney is a he, and I would say he ruined Bud Light, but Bud Light ruined themselves.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not even like on the Dylan Mulvaney is a he train. Dylan Mulvaney is the biggest actor known to mankind.
Yeah.
Dylan, I just had this idea today, and tell me if it's stupid or not. I've had this idea of making a Dylan Mulvaney video, but day one of being a male, and just going like he does every day of doing male things of becoming full male, and just, hey, what's up? It's Dylan Mulvaney. Is that stupid? Tell me. I need to bounce this.
Mulvaney, I thought it was gonna be like a new employee video for Wendy's or something.
Yeah, like a training program. I was like,
training, and today's gonna be my first day as a cashier for 7-Eleven.
Yeah, the Dylan Diaries. Wait, what? Dylan's crazy makes Tom Cruise look sane. You remember Tom Cruise on Oprah?
God, the good old days.
The good old days. Remember we could make fun of crazy people and not have like a mental breakdown.
Yeah, it's like, no, the funny thing is that Tom Cruise is a cultist too. We could actually make fun of cultists.
Yeah, exactly. Are you saying Scientology isn't?
I'm saying that Scientology is not real.
Thank you.
Not really.
Karina says, have you seen the Price is Right clip? He just attention seeking. Yes, I have. Have you seen that clip?
I think I have. The last Price is Right clip I saw was with Aaron Paul, so I think I may have seen Dylan Mulvaney, but it would not surprise me. Does he like do cartwheels or something?
He starts like freaking out. I can show right now. Hold on, let me.
Oh, I love a good freak out.
Yeah, me too. And I love a good Karina, this is for you. I just pulled this up. Let's see. Boop 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 beep boop. That's all real.
Oh my God. I miss Bob Barker. He would not have stood. He would not have tolerated that.
Yes. What would Bob Barker have done? Please tell me.
I know, like you would have punched him like in Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
Just would have been like, calm down.
The price is wrong, bitch. Just beat the shit out of him.
Why'd you have to grow old, Bob Barker?
Right? That's literally the most depressing thought ever. Nothing's changed, I see. Willie says, okay. The power of the Showcase Showdown. The power of the Showcase Showdown compels you.
You would have had him spayed and neutered.
Oh my God. Live on television. just done.
Oh man.
Dylan, come on down. We have a surprise for you in the back. Just take this drink. I feel funny.
Just take these chewable morphines.
Yeah. Why do I feel sleepy? You just won a trip that you won't remember.
Congratulations, you get your procedure in a new car.
Is there enough room? Barely enough room. but you're gonna be stuck back there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we're keeping the car though. You got to pay for the cleaning.
He just wakes up in the trunk, just like ah.
Oh, Bob says thank you for the kidney.
Yeah. Oh, right. Bob's been. You fit. You're the exact blood type Bob has been looking for.
How do you know my blood type? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We pre-screened you before the showing. You remember the form you signed? Yeah, exactly. This is so ridiculous. That's enough of Dylan. Okay, we need to.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, thank you. Now we're on to another murderous villain. Alec Baldwin charges dropped after new evidence shows gun could have fired without pulling the trigger.
Oh,
and
dear.
as a gun person yourself, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Alec Baldwin no longer faces charges after he accidentally shot and killed a cinematographer on his set. I owe everything I have to this woman. He was talking about his wife and 39-year-old wife, just a little bit older than me. That is depressing. Paid tribute to his wife, blah, blah, blah. Charges dropped, so I guess guns can fire without pulling the trigger. Please enlighten me. What do you know? You just sell them a daily.
Okay, so if it was a single, so everyone was saying it was like an old cowboy Colt single action army wheel gun.
Yes.
If it is an old school like cowboy wheel gun, that's literally impossible for the gun to go off. It's like one of the biggest safety features is that the gun cannot go off unless you intentionally pull the hammer all the way back. Like there's like 2, maybe 3 clicks before it gets all the way back, and then the gun will go off. So I would love to see that evidence. I would love to see it.
He doesn't need evidence. He has got great lawyers.
Well, he is Alec Baldwin. He was Sexiest Man Alive back in like '92, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's some real courtroom clout right there.
Sweaty Balls has gotten off. Shout out to... The FBI rubbish Baldwin's claimed that he did not pull the trigger, but the source said that the gun was modified before it reached to set. To allow it to fire a bullet without the trigger being pulled. Why? Okay, that's what I just pulled from that article.
That
Look at this.
Really no sense.
It was modified before it reached the set to allow to fire a bullet without the trigger being pulled. Why would you modify a gun to do that? That's, I feel like I'm such an idiot.
Is the gun a Decepticon?
I think so.
Did they bring Megatron? You know? Okay, first off, how? Second off, why?
Yeah, exactly.
How did you design a gun to do that?
Right. It's like creating a car. It's like, we created this car with no brakes. Now get in there and give it a whirl. Figure it out.
It's cost effective. You know, you don't need to be wasting money on brakes. Just don't drive fast.
Right.
Don't drive downhill.
Would you ever sell a firearm that didn't need to pull the trigger in order to be fired? I don't even know how that works. You just kind of like look at it and it shoots. Like what? I don't understand.
Do you just like look at it and just insult it? I mean, yeah. Is it sentient? I guess is my first question. Like, do you just that statement itself just boggles the mind. Yeah. No, this is supposed to be a low-budget Western movie.
Right.
Who the hell did they pay to modify a prop gun to fire real bullets on its own?
Right. I don't... Billy Baldwin knows the truth. Yeah, exactly. I just... What world... I mean, can you imagine being a lawyer making that case? Like, hey... The case we're going with is that the gun was modified to shoot without pulling the trigger. Okay? That's what we're going with. And the judge is like, okay, yeah, totally.
Alec Baldwin, I loved you in Thomas the Tank Engine. My kid loves Cat in the Hat. You know, you still got the best smile in the industry. There's no way you're capable of blatant murder. Case dismissed.
Right. So it's a conspiracy to alter the gun then. Yeah, exactly.
I want to see this evidence. Altered how? Right. How in the hell do you alter a cowboy gun for it to go off on its own?
I don't know. They didn't put that article for us to dissect, because every gun enthusiast everywhere goes, huh? What? Is that still a gun? Because that sounds like something else.
Yeah, like, no, I have seen double action cowboy revolvers before. I mean, I saw one at my store. But at the same time, if you do that, the trigger pull becomes incredibly heavy. Again, that's a safety feature. So they somehow altered this gun to somehow remove all of the safety features to allow it to fire on its own, which by design should be literally impossible. Like, I want to meet that gunsmith.
Right.
I'm actually impressed if that's true.
Me too. Tweak on Rumble says, rumor has it that they found some live bullets in his belt and holster. If you watch the guy Eric Hunley's show, they do a deep dive on the shooting. America's Untold Story is a channel. So live bullets in the belt and holster? I don't even understand how that works.
So pretty much, my understanding is from the whole story, from what I've heard, which is very little. So these guns could actually fire target rounds, like full metal jacket ammo. And I guess they were clinking pop cans or something offset, and nobody checked the guns to make sure that they were unloaded or were loaded with blanks, and then when the gun was fired, there was a full metal jacket round in the chamber, and that's why Alec Baldwin shot 2 people with 1 bullet. Because a full metal jacket round
right
has so much velocity.
Right, it doesn't expand.
It can't expand, so it just keeps going. And you can shoot 3 people with 1 bullet pretty easily. Which is I have a 20-minute speech I tell to my customers about that.
Right.
The amount of jaw drops I see when I tell people, do not use this ammunition for self-defense.
Right.
I explain to them why, and they go, I just got my concealed carry license. I had no idea that was the case. I weep for humanity.
Seriously.
Detroit is going to get so much worse, and that's saying something.
Yeah, exactly. I like this comment. Is this literally the gun's fault? Yeah, exactly.
Yes. That's we got to put the gun on trial.
Yeah. Is there a gun that has high-tech devices that self-shoots, but it's big enough for rifles only over 15 grand? There is a gun. Okay.
Yeah, I buy it.
Me too.
They put those kind of guns on robots.
Magic bullets comes back. That's a freaking comment of the night right there. Magic bullets.
Yep. They dug them out of the grassy knoll.
Yeah, freaking magic bullets. I love people. I love that my grandpa's generation just took that and was like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he was trained in the Marine Corps.
I trust Tom Brokaw. The dude doesn't lie. Well, this happened today, and we can't help but talk about it because it's Daddy Trump on the Full Send podcast.
Oh boy!
And here's a clip from today, and saying if COVID had not come in, we would have a unified country.
Do you think that you could unify the country?
I think I can. So, I tell this story when we were really rocking.
Wait, do you think Trump could unify the country? Yes or no?
Hell no.
Okay. No. Okay.
Hell, a snowball has a better chance in hell.
Right. Well, especially with some of my leftist friends, there's no way in hell. Just the mere sight of him, they convulse and they don't know what to do with their own bodies. So.
Oh yeah. No, have you ever seen The Exorcist? It's just like that, except for leftists. Whenever you mention Trump,
yes.
It's uncanny. You mention Trump's name, they puke green slime.
Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. Can you bring us again?
Do you think that you could unify the country?
I think I can. So I tell this story when we were really rocking and rolling before COVID came in, the China virus, a gift from China. We were doing so well. We had the number 1 in history number of jobs. To this date, we've never had anything like it. Everybody was doing well. African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, women, men, MIT graduates, Harvard graduates, Wharton graduates, people that didn't go to high school Every single group was doing better than they've ever done. And the country was doing the best. It was the greatest our country has ever been. China was going to supposedly, for 20 years, they were going to take over. In 2018, 2019, China would become the number one country with the economy. It wasn't happening. I was absolutely destroying them. I was charging China massive tariffs. We were taking in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. No president took in 10 cents, and I was taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. And an amazing thing happened. I was getting calls from people that were radical left or Democrats, but Democrats with a strong lean to the left, and they wanted to get together. They wanted to talk. They were coming. I'm telling you, had COVID not come in, we would have had a unified country. I was getting calls from people that wanted to meet, wanted to talk, wanted to almost make peace because we were doing so well. It was success. Success was bringing us together. And I was never a strong believer that this would happen, but the success of our country did the best it ever did in history. I mean, far better than it does now. Now we have massive inflation. We have tremendous problems. I mean, supply chain problem. We have every problem you can have. Everything was perfect. We had the perfect mix of everything. And I was getting calls from people that I would never have gotten calls from. And they wanted to get together. And I'm telling you, our nation was coming together. So the answer is yes. I think success can bring us together. And I think we can have success.
No.
No?
No, like, just, like, no, Trump, here's the thing, like, the media apparatus was, like, full bore at the time. Trump could have negotiated peace treaties with China, with Russia, with Iraq, with North Korea, which, almost happened.
Right.
He could have, like, ushered in, like, an era of world peace.
Right.
The media would have looked at him and said, yeah, none of those count. None of those count. No, anyone could have done that. That doesn't count. Trump is a racist,
Right.
Here's this funny Saturday Night Live sketch. Remember back when SNL used to make you laugh? Alec Baldwin's making fun of Trump. It's really funny this time. We promise.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, Russian friend brings up a really good point. Yeah, at a congressional level, I still got to say no,
Yeah.
but I think more likely at a congressional level, possibly. But the thing is that Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham were not going to let that happen.
Thank you. Yeah.
They had so much of a vested interest in the military-industrial complex that there's no chance in HE double hockey sticks that they were going to let Trump get reelected.
Yeah.
Just look at how many people they betrayed in the midterms.
What are your thoughts on Trump saying that Russia would have never invaded Ukraine under his watch? Do you think that's true?
I buy that. I do. Mainly just because Trump on a world political scale was a wild card. He was a wild card because every other president for a while was an established politician. Donald Trump wasn't. And so there was no telling what would happen. I mean, just look at what he did with North Korea. If you mess with me, fire and fury, the likes the world had never seen. I'm butchering the quote, but
right.
It's so Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong Un are all looking at each other going, "Is this guy serious?" No, he can't be. He might be. Okay, whoa, all right, dude, okay, easy, all right. Put down the Glock, man. We can talk about this.
Right.
He's just don't F with me, mother effer. I always got one in the chamber.
I honestly think they would still have invaded, but I think there would be a peace deal that was brokeraged way faster. Yeah. I don't think it would have immediately stopped, but I'm not totally sure. I think we're all just speculating. We're all just guessing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no real way to tell.
No.
There's no real way to tell what would have happened, but I do agree that some type of negotiation would have happened before things got too bloody.
Right.
I mean, if you take a look at it now, my sources aren't 100% correct. I don't think anybody's is, but from the looks of it, it looks like NATO, or it's like Ukraine and Putin were like this close to having a peace agreement happen. And then Boris Johnson flew in on behalf of NATO and told Zelensky, "Don't take it. We'll give you guns, ammo, and money. Just don't take it, treaty. Just don't. You know, we don't negotiate with Russians."
Right. Don't negotiate.
Zelensky just went, "Oh, you know how I love money."
And dancing. God,
He's a beautiful dancer.
Yeah, he is. All right, and then Trump goes on to say this, and I love this part. This is where Karina's comment, "Trump is Jesus," comes in hand.
How much does it hurt to have people that do fold on you and switch up?
Look, you know, you do what you have to do, and I just feel that I'm here for a certain reason. I'm here to defend the United States of America. I'm here to make America great again. You know, it's a slogan, MAGA. It's become there's probably never been a slogan like it politically in this country, definitely, maybe in the world, maybe in the history of the world, but it's make America great again. And we have to put America first. Another one that came out, America first. We never put America first. We have politicians that put America last. I think Biden puts America last. It's a real problem.
What do you think? Because it seems like now that the country's more divided than it's ever been. So what would be steps
I
to
think
unify?
Biden is a tremendous divisive factor.
He's a divider.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a divider. It's, you know, he came in the basis from his basement saying that, you know, going to bring the country together. Or his people wrote lines, you know, they're going to bring the country together. No, I think the country is more divided now than it's ever been. I've never seen anything
Definitely.
like it. I thought Obama was a big divider too, but I think this is worse.
Woo. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's bad. Like that's the thing. Like, nothing spells unity like blaming 78 million Americans for all of your problems.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
That's just what I absolutely love. Like, it's like nothing is ever my fault. It's all of these people. Like you were showing that video yesterday of Joe Biden going, the MAGA Republicans want to defund the police.
Right.
We have literally like a year and a half worth of footage of Democrats saying,
No, they don't care.
saying, "We're gonna defund the police."
They literally do not care. Yeah, I'm
so boned.
I'm on the side that I feel like I don't really care that we're divided. I almost like it that we're divided. That makes the government run slower, and it makes I want us to have different opinions. I don't want to live in like a unitarian. We're all just thinking the same thing. Yes, like that scares me more.
Honestly, I tell people this all the time. Like, I mean, I was part of the brainwash for a long time. I'll be the first to admit it. As much as I would love to say, I never fell for that crap. I did. Come on. Well, a lot of us did. But
Wait, what crap? What are you talking about?
like, honestly, I was sort of anti-Trump when he got elected.
Oh, you were? Okay. Like at the beginning.
Yeah, I was, but like I started to see stuff like it was actually during like during the pandemic, like that whole bleach thing is what woke me up, because I saw the footage. I saw the footage. At no point was he telling people to drink bleach. And the media and all of these comedians were all going on about, "Oh, Trump's telling you to mainline bleach directly into your eyeballs."
Right.
And then like what really just completely changed my worldview was when Stephen Colbert was telling people that, you know, was beckoning Congress to ban guns.
Right. Yeah.
But the good news out of all of this god awful mess is the fact that like a lot of folks know where they stand now.
Right.
Like, they see through the BS and they know where they stand, and that's actually even when you're staring at the oncoming storm of BS, I don't want to swear too much. It's your stream, but
we're past the 10-minute mark. You can swear.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So when staring at that proverbial shitstorm, and you know bad shit's gonna happen, but at least you can look at that and go, well, at least I know where I stand through all of this crap, and at least I stand for something. So
Yeah.
There's always a silver lining, no matter how shitty the rainbow looks.
Yeah. At this point, if you don't stand for something, I don't know. It's like I don't know if I could trust you as a human being. Like it's gotten to the point now where you have to put your neck on the line, even if you're at a retail store. You know, it's like it's gotten so bad that I don't know. It's just insane. At the beginning, I didn't think Trump would actually win, and I don't even know who I liked at that time. But then I voted for Trump first, and I voted for Trump the second time, and I always kind of liked him because I liked this idea of a man coming in and knocking down shit, and I wish he would have done more of that. That junk really pissed me off. That like I have a lot of MAGA Republican friends and people in my family too, and I think they have like rose tinted glasses of like how he just like fuck shit up when he got in, and like that really wasn't the case. He did do a lot of great stuff, don't get me wrong, but
solid B+ president, solid.
Yeah, 100%. Like it was, and I would totally vote for him again. And obviously, I mean, I think he would be crazy. I like Vivek Ramaswamy, and I like RFK Jr. I like the idea of him, but I'm not gonna vote for a Democrat.
No. I mean, honestly, at this point, like, it would just be nice. Honestly, I'll vote for Trump. I'll vote for Trump. I just honestly, here's the thing: Trump knows how to run stuff. He does.
Yeah.
Well, he's a god-awful politician. Like the midterms, like the midterms themselves, like he had no choice but to back Dr. Oz. I get that, but at the same time, like, dude.
Yeah, Dr. Oz was like such a shitty pick. I couldn't believe how many like conservatives were talking about like he's like one of them, and I'm like, do you know nothing then? If you're again, rose-tinted glasses. Do what?
Isn't Dr. Oz like a plastic surgeon from Beverly Hills or something?
Yeah, and he's like on LGBTQ issues. He does not see eye to eye with most stuff what we're talking about here. So he's not the candidate to favor.
And the thing is, like, yeah, there were definitely shenanigans in the midterms. There definitely was, but a lot of the candidates he backed weren't that strong.
Right.
He is a solid leader.
Yeah.
Like, what he did in 4 years is nothing short of phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah, but when it comes to the political game, he sucks at it. He just does.
Right.
Because it's like he's going up against a machine that's been chugging along for 50+ years.
Yeah.
Or more than that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I just don't like. I don't like who he surrounds himself with usually, and it's usually his kids. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I will give him credit though. At least if he knew that a member of his staff wasn't working out, he'd fire them. I'm still not sure what he saw in John Bolton for chief of staff. But at least once he realized that the guy just wanted to go to war with the entire planet, he kind of just fired him.
Isn't John Bolton running for president again? I can't wait. I can't keep up with that dude on freaking presidents. Like I'm just.
I want to see that debate so badly.
Oh my god, I know. And poor RFK Jr. I'm like, are you gonna debate? Because your voice. Like, I love him. Like, he wrote a great book exposing Fauci, but, like, your voice is not something I want to listen to.
Yeah, no, it's a great book. You know, I read it, but it just, dude, you picked a hell of a time to try to help.
Right, exactly. All right, let's switch it up.
Yeah.
And go to easily my favorite person in the Biden administration. You know her. You love her. It's Kamala Daddy Harris. And she's coming out with a new cookbook, everyone.
And it is part of my, one day I'm going to write a cookbook, but I've started to actually write my recipes because the kids, my husband will always say, why don't you write down your recipes? Yes. And I've realized I probably should start doing that. The family joke is that if somebody asks me for the recipe, I'll just say, well, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Yeah. And
Okay. So
the recipe is the phone book where she orders takeout. Come on.
Right. She's writing a recipe book with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I can't wait to read that.
God.
Freaking
No, you don't understand. It's not going to be recipes. It's going to be a Venn diagram.
A Venn diagram of recipes.
Yeah. You know, you're at the one circle, a little bit of this, and then the other circle that, and then in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't put it past her to use a Venn diagram as a recipe.
I just imagine reading that word salad before every single you just do you ever like look up a recipe and you see the blog and there's like 1,000 words about the recipe?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's like they write a thesis statement. It's like a PhD level thesis. And it's always like I when I was a young child, I loved ice cream, but my parents never wanted to take me to the ice cream parlor because we were on a budget. And then you scroll down, and then it's like you stop. It's like, maybe this is the recipe. And then once the dinosaurs turned to oil, that's when things really started to swing.
Right. You're like, I'm just trying to learn how to make tacos. What the frick is happening? All right, now for another insane clip from her from this session. It just gets better and better. I love her so much. She is a clip magnet. She like can do no wrong in my eyes.
Makes your job easy, man.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about your old life?
well,
What do you miss most about old life? Your old life.
you know, we used to take nice, quiet walks. You know, I love The Godfather. The movie's The Godfather. And have you watched The Godfather?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know that one scene after Michael is at the restaurant and then he has to leave New York because he's got to get away, and he goes to Italy, and then he's courting this young woman, and they're taking this wonderful walk, and the shot is on just the two of them taking a wonderful walk, and then the shot pans out, and the whole village is on the walk with them. Oh my God, that's sometimes what it's like if Doug and I take a walk together. Oh my God.
She's never seen The Godfather.
I know. I freaking know.
She's never seen The Godfather. Let's just get that out of the way.
I know. She's. Is that what you remember from The Godfather? People walking. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I kept expecting her to say, "What do you miss from your old life?" Overly prosecuting people for minor drug offenses. Wait, what?
Right. Oh, how dare you say that? How dare you? All right.
Stunning and brave, man.
She is stunning and brave. She is the most ridiculous person on the face of the planet. I love her to death, more than anything in the whole world. All right, we're gonna switch to Rumble, guys. We're going a full Rumble only for the rest of the show. It's going to get uncensored and unbelievable. This has been fun on YouTube. I appreciate you on YouTube hanging out with us. But we are switching to the umbles of the Rumbles. Let me just turn off these things. So I put the link in the chat, guys. Make sure to hit up the chat. Hit the link. I appreciate you, peoples on all the other platforms. But we
all fellow birthing people too. I want to thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, speaking of birthing people, the next thing we're talking about. All right. Bye, YouTube.
Sorry.